Hey guys, Naya here with the Reader's Book Review for Kids, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the book, The Tales of Mistmantle, the final book in the series Mistmantle Chronicles by M.I. McAllister. Before we get started, please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a new video. Now let's get started. And I will say, because you're probably wondering if you follow my channel, why I'm doing the last book when I've not even done the first ones. This book is new, just published this year. Very excited to be reviewing it and was so excited to read it. I read this series when I was maybe 12 years old and loved it and was so disappointed there were only 5 books. But then it got republished by Purple House Press because it went out of stock and nobody was selling anymore. You could only find them at used bookstores. And then Purple House Press republished the first 5, and then the author wrote a 6th one and they published them all again. And so my mom has the paperback of the first 5 books, and then she has the whole hardcover set of books 1 through 6, since now there's a new book. Very happy. I love this cute picture. But here's the summary of the book. The Tales of Mistmantle is stories from before the series ever started, and one after the Rage Tide, the final book. Included are some Mistmantle recipes, which should not be tried by any humans. They're not meant to be eaten, as is said in the book. The Threadings Code, and enjoyable stories from the history of Mistmantle. We also got this cool map when we got our books, and the map is in the inside cover of every one of the books that we just got in the hardcover set. Now I'm going to share with you my favorite part, which happens in the time when they're talking about the Threadings Code, Urchin and Needle are, and they're discussing it with Fingal, who is totally my favorite character. He is funny, he's the jokester of the series, and makes me laugh all the time when I read parts about him that are just so funny. But I liked it because they were talking about what each of the things in nature, like plants and colors and stuff, stand for things in the Threadings Code. And if you're familiar with this series, you'll know what the Threadings Code is. But if you're not, it's basically how they tell their past. They will weave it into tapestries called the threadings. And the code means it's like a secret thing that only the Mistmantle Islanders know, and so that way they can weave secret messages into their tapestries. But anyway, as they were talking about it, they were talking about the word bravery and courage and how borage and hollyhock stand for that. And when Fingal heard the word hollyhock, he thought it was the most hilarious word he'd ever heard, and and then they were talking later after that part happened, and Fingal just had been using hollyhock all the time. I'm going hollyhocking for hollyhocks. You want to come with me? He called the Princess Hollyhock Ears, and just he used it all the time. But then, as Needle said, he got tired of it and found a new word that he liked, and it was squid. Urchin said that everything was squid, squidding, squiddledy, squiddery, squid. And from a distant rock pool far away came a voice calling, "Squid!" Oh, I love that part. It was just funny. Everything about Fingal is funny. If you've read this series, you'll know he's just funny. Well, thank you for watching, and I will be sure to review the first 5 books as soon as I can. Bye!